Hello there and welcome to the second episode of the Foil Review, the show where we have a look at some absolutely lovely foils. My name's Hydo and I'm going to be your guide through this glittering wonderland. Hopefully you'll enjoy this day. I might. Maybe not. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. And our first card is Rally the Peasants, a 3-mana instant. Creatures you control get +2% until end of turn. And it has flashback, meaning you can cast it from your graveyard and exile it, for 2 and a red. Get the exact same effect. Really good limited card, absolutely fantastic. You know, your team's buffed. Everyone's attacking in, everyone's swinging. It's great. Absolutely wonderful. But let's have a look at the foil. Now, here we go. So, the first thing that stands out to me is that there isn't any real definition in the image. There's no cut-off points where the foil ends. Like, it just sort of fades. Like, those little Avacyn symbols there, they could have really stood out, but they've just become lost in the image. Same thing with that pitchfork. It does sort of stand out, but it's just very... It's all mushed together. The sky, there's no massive definition. Even the moon there, I was going to say sun. Even the moon, it doesn't stand out. It just sort of... It's very... meh. Very disappointing. I can only think of that as a 2. It's a 2. It's very, very disappointing. The foil just isn't there. It doesn't accentuate the image. If anything, it makes it worse. It muddies the whole thing. Very disappointing. Terrible. Terrible. Atrocious. 2. But let's move swiftly on to Aqueous Form. A 1-mana blue enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't be blocked. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, scry 1. Absolutely great card. Another great limited card. Well, let's have a look at the foil. Ooh. Okay. See, the first thing that strikes me, the background, not very foil at all, but it really accentuates where the foiling's been used. You can see all that liquid. Oh, it really stands out from the background. And then his face isn't in foil, which his expression is rather oh no, it's all gone wrong. He looks quite nonplussed about the whole thing. He's sort of just accepted his fate. He's becoming a waterous being. And then we got some foil over at this side there for the outside. This is a good use of foil. I really like this. Even down at the bottom there, there's a bit of light poking through. Oh yeah, that's good. I really, really like this card. Very good. That's a 7 in my eyes. It's good use of foil. Nice. Nice bit of detailing. Looks really good. 7. Without further ado, let's get on to black. And we've got our first double face card here. Hagra Mauling. A 4-mana instant. The spell costs 1 less to cast if an opponent controls no basic lands. Which could happen in Commander, to be quite honest. Not crazier things have happened, haven't they? Yes. Anyway. Destroy target creature. The other side, Hagra Brood Pit. Land, Hagra Brood Pit enters battlefield tapped. Add black mana to your mana pool. This card is absolutely fantastic. I love these spell lands. They feel like when you're building a commander deck, they're just a free include in a lot of situations. Especially the mythic ones that enter the battlefield untapped. Absolutely love them. They just give you redundancy. Early game, missing a land, pop one in. Bing bang bosh, thank you and good night. Brilliant. Let's have a look at the foil. 2 foils. There's 2 sides to this one. Okay. Ooh, it's looking pretty dull. Oh, yes, that's disappointing stuff out. There is nice bits of detail. See the eyes up at the top there of the creature. And then the little trinkets and tokens that are on a fine lady's chest there. And, oh, nice bit of detailing at the bottom there. That looks good. But the overall image... Oh, and this lantern thing. Oh, yeah, the lantern thing. There we go. That's catching the light a bit more. I don't know, the whole thing just looks pretty dull. That's disappointing. The detailing's there, but the overall image is just quite dull. Okay, let's have a look at the backside, see if that helps anything. Okay. Ooh, I like that nice bit of water at the bottom there, leading into the image. And then the lantern, the lantern there, that looks really good. A lot more detail, very, very fluorescent, with the light oozing out there. The rest of the image, there's a nice bit of contrast. I like the way the hedrons are sort of coming out of the foil there. You see where the rainbow's catching it? That looks nice. Overall, nice bit of detailing on the back there. It doesn't look as dull either. Okay. That's an interesting card. The front side really disappointed me, but the back side, I think it made up for it. And which side are you going to see more often, to be honest? In a Commander game, I'm willing to bet the back side. So, that being said, it would have been a 5, but I'm going to give it a 6. The card's decent. Well, no, the card's more than decent. It's a very good card. But the front side of the foil really let it down. It could have had a lot more contrast and detail, but the back side, it looked pretty damn sweet. I like the back. Very nice. Which leads us on to Glorious End. Should have kept this to last, but we've got it right in the middle here, so sorry about that. It's the way the Wooburg colour order works. Whatever. Anyway, Glorious End is a 3-mana instant. End the turn, which means you exile all spells and abilities from the stack, including this card. The player's turn it is discards down to his maximum hand size, damage wears off, and this turn and until end of turn effects end. At the beginning of your next end step, you lose the game. Very high risk, very high reward, and can be used in some incredible ways. I really like this sort of card. There's a lot of fun that can be had with these sort of effects, especially if you're the one that's losing to them. Like, if you can laugh at that, you're having a great time. So let's have a look at the foil. Ooh, now that's quite vibrant. That sky really stands out. Oh, nice bit of eye work there. See, is a little ram eye. A lot of detailing on the armor as well. Ooh. Oh, and the spikes. Yes, the spikes really stand out up to the background there. A couple of them are mixed in with the sky there, but these ones that are over here, they really stand out. And you can see it sort of about to jut into his skin, into his flesh. There's a lot of detail on this. I really like this card. That's really nice. Very, very good. Solid. Even the human has some foil eyes there. And you can pick, on his hat, you can pick out the bolus horns. Yeah, this is a good foil. Yeah. It's a 9. I really like it. I think there's just so much detail in it. It's a mythic. Oh, yeah. Great, great, great card. That looks really, really good to me. I love the contrast. Those spikes jutting in, they looked fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Great, great stuff. And let's move on. Green. One of my favourite cards in green, especially if you're playing a land sort of based strategy. Stone Cedar Hierophant. A 4-mana 1/1. It does get slightly better than that. It essentially has landfall. Whenever a land comes into play under your control, untap Stone Cedar Hierophant. And you can tap it to untap target land. This card is absolutely fantastic with Scape Shift and other such effects where you bring in a lot of lands. Sends you skyrocketing up in terms of mana. And if you have a bounce land, absolutely great. In response to the bounce trigger, you can untap the bounce land and tap it. So if you can make 3 land drops a turn, Sunseed Hierophant allows you to create massive amounts of mana. Absolutely brilliant. Love the card. Let's have a look at the foil. Oh, you can see the shine coming. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Not as foil as I thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm actually really quite disappointed. Oh. I thought we were going to see rainbows flying everywhere. What they have done is the entirety of the background seems to be foil, and none of her is, apart from where her arm is sort of joining with the mist on the right there. And weirdly, underneath her arm there, you see the foil that's about to go under her staff. It doesn't come on. It isn't there. Like right there. It's supposed to be foil. Why is there no foil? Oh, man. Her beads and stuff like that could have had some foiling. Overall, it just really lacks depth and detail. And, oh, no. Let me just switch camera angles. Like, if we can catch it there. See, it looks like there's a lot of foiling there. See? From this sort of angle, it seems like there's massive amounts of foil, but when you get it up close, that's disappointing. Especially considering the under the arm thing. I've never noticed that. And that is... Look. Oh, man. That's so disappointing. I think that... I feel robbed. I'm sure. I love that card. It's a great card. But inspecting the foil, what a disappointment. It's a 3. It's a 3. Maybe 3 is a bit too high. Maybe I'm being a bit biased towards it because I do love the card, but I'm massively disappointed by that. No, we're going 2. We're going 2. That's just... no, not great. That's really disappointing me. Anyway, well, we've got to move on to colourless. And we've got Oracle's Vault, the promo version, which I hate. Anything with gold writing is disgusting, frankly. I really, really don't like it. But it's foil, so I've got them anyway. Oracle's Vault is a 4-mana artifact. You can pay 2 and tap it to exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. Put a brick counter on Oracle's Vault. Nice counter, I do love that. Tap, exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. Activate this ability only if there are 3 or more brick counters on Oracle's Vault. So, if you've got a proliferate sort of engine, you can get up to that last ability quite quickly. In any case, it's card advantage, so it's pretty decent. Not the best by any means, but it's there if white needs some card advantage. So without further ado, let's have a look at the card. Okay. So everything is foil. The main subject is foil, apart from little pieces of, like, galley? Is that what would you call that? What would you call that? Like, oh god. Christ, what is it called? Construction wood. It's not called that, but you know what I mean. The wood that's used to construct it. And this big rock over here. Why is them? Why? See this? I don't like this where they make the background and the main subject foil. It just overblows the image. Like we saw that with Rally of the Peasants, and then this I feel is the same. With the foiling, I'm drawn to the construction wood, the zombies over here. Whereas I should be like concentrating on the face there. Maybe if the face wasn't foil, or if only the face was foil, I don't know. This just feels weak. And there we go. Look at that foil writing. Although, nice bit of detailing on this zombie man who's dragging this rock all by himself. Okay, nice bit of thing. And then we've got the stamp at the bottom. That's nice. Nice to see. Yeah, construction wood. I think for that alone, we can give it a 6. Although if we're actually talking about the 69, maybe. No, the actual images are far, though. It's not good. It's really muddled. And it's just overblown. There are some cool details in there with the zombie at the front. I thought that looked quite cool. But overall, not great. Which brings us on to our last card, multicolour. And that is Blim, Comedic Genius. A 4-mana 4/3 with flying. He's an imp as well. Cool creature type. Whenever Blim, Comedic Genius, deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of target permanent you control. Then each player loses life and discards cards equal to the number of permanents they control but don't own. Yeah. So actually, it could be anyone's permanents that you don't own. That's quite cool. Didn't know it was that wording. But a really cool commander. You can build a really nice Zedru gift sort of deck with, giving them all sorts of garbage. But is the foiling any good? That's the real question, is it? Let's have a look. Now, this is a Commander Legends foil, so is it any good? It's not curled massively, and there's a nice bit of flame effect, and his face, the face in focus. Yeah, that's nice. See the eyes and the demonic grin shining through. I don't like how big his chin is. It's not really the fault of the foiling, but the chin does terrify me. Not my sort of thing, really. I like a strong jaw, but not that strong. And in the background, all sorts of different foil. I do like the flames. The flames really stand out. That's nice. It's just a bit average, isn't it? Bit of a 5. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't. I don't feel that the flames really add to anything. The atmosphere is sort of cool, but to me it just looks like a generic Rakdos card. There's nothing too exciting about it at all. Yeah, bit disappointing. Well, and that's the show. The main takeaway is construction wood. Always useful. We know we need to use it. And it sounds as fun as it is. It's construction wood. So if you'd like to subscribe and follow me on other sorts of things, go for it. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos, and if you'd like to join me for this journey into the world of foils, I'd very much appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.